Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Annamorfidis here with Many Cards Counseling, and in today's video we are going to talk about what is the best way to get to true love, or love in general. Because really, what is true love in the first place? Does it mean it's love that truly reflects who you are inside? I guess that would be the most correct definition of true love. And the best way to find love to be fulfilling and content and peaceful in your life is to actually find that within yourself first. So this is what I usually work with with the people that I work with, and also within my own self, because once we are able to fully love ourselves, it will be easy for that love to be reflected back to us from other people and situations effortlessly. We're not going to have to struggle to find it or to get it. Because at the end of the day, when we have to struggle or fight for something, we are going against the flow of life. Like life, every spiritual teacher, psychologist, counselor will say the same thing. When you experience resistance, it means something is not right. If it's not a resounding yes, it is a hell no. So deep down, we know what feels resistful and what feels easy. But it is because of our attachment styles and or traumas that we have experienced in our life as children or adolescents, or sometimes even adults. That is what affects us and influences us from the ability to be able to walk away from something that is not serving, meaning is not feeling like it's flowing. It feels very much like a struggle, like a chase. So this is something that would be to our benefit to remember. When something feels like it's a struggle or a lot of work, we are going against the flow of life, and we're actually meant to experience something different. But if we're not able to walk away from that challenge, we're going to keep experiencing this difficulty. And the best way to walk away from a challenge is through self-love. Self-love is the ultimate compass to finding true love from another party that will represent to you romantically, or even within your friendships, your coworkers, everything like that. Because if you are in a relationship that does not reflect your true worth, or it doesn't reflect your value and your worth, that is because you're not seeing your own value and your worth. Because if you were able to see your value and your worth, that person would not be mirroring that back to you in that particular moment. So in reality, then we send them love and gratitude because they are a messenger to us. And there's this beautiful quote that I read that it said, or I heard, that it said, life would be so peaceful if we received all people and situations as messengers. And this is so true. Then we don't need to be like, oh my God, he's such a blip, blip, blip. Like he's totally disrespecting me. He doesn't see my worth. That's because you're not seeing your worth and you are allowing it. And it's not because I don't want to blame or point my finger to myself or to anyone else for allowing it, but we just don't know any different, right? Like, especially if we grew up a certain way. Like, for example, for me, I grew up my mom didn't know any better. I do not blame her. She had a stepmother who was so abusive towards her. So that's what she knew. She was abusive with us too. Like in all ways of in all ways that the word abusive can be, physically, emotionally, mentally. That's what she knew. So of course I'm going to find that later on in my life, because that's what I think is normal. That's what my body has integrated as being the norm of experiencing life. So it's not my fault or my mom's fault or anyone's fault. It just is what it is until we come to the awareness of it. And then with awareness, we can create change. And with change, we can create unlimited possibilities of different experiences. So going back to that statement, If someone is not reflecting your value and worth in your relationship, it's because you're not seeing your value and your worth. So this is a part that once you heal, once you start to do the work to heal your self-worth and to heal your the way that you view yourself, to heal the value that you have for yourself, everything will start to shift and change in your life. And I have many videos actually on how to accomplish changing your self-worth and confidence. Positive affirmations are a sure way to create this change for yourself, whether it is looking at yourself in the mirror for 21 days straight minimum and saying to yourself how beautiful you are, and send love to all parts of yourself. Send love to everything that you consider to be a mistake. Send love to everything that you consider to be like a weight on your shoulder, like, oh, I can't believe I did this, or I can't believe I stayed in this relationship for so long, or I can't believe that I allowed this person to treat me this way. No one has the power to do anything to you. Be gentle and kind to yourself. This is just all lessons that we're meant to have as humans. Because life indeed is challenging. It's meant to be challenging. That's why Buddha always says, if you're happy 50% of the time, you're winning in the game of life. It's because happiness is a choice that you make every day, no matter what goes on in your life. And give love. I wear this ring on my finger. I found it over the summer when I was vacationing. And it says love. And it's an amazing reminder to give myself love every day. Not just myself, but also the people around me. So instead of chasing love, give it freely. Give it to all the masculines that have come into your life. Give it to all the family members that have supported you and or shown you what you need to heal within. Give it to your neighbors. Give it to the cashier. Give it to that driver that's honking at somebody because who knows what's going on in their mind. Just give it. Give the love, and with no attachments. It doesn't matter if the person or situation or whatever is not responding back to you. That is the definition of loving freely, because you give it free with no expectation to get it back other than yourself. You give the love to yourself that you want. And when you give it out to people, it feels so good. How can it not come back to you? Maybe not from that person, but it will come back to you from somebody else or from something else or a situation or a work situation, but the love will come back to you as long as it's done from a genuine and pure point of view. The love that you give out freely will come back to you. Unconditional love, no conditions. That is what love is meant to be, actually. And this is the biggest challenge also for twin flames, because a lot of the people are resonating with this title in this particular lifetime. It's because it is our quest to find that space where we can love others unconditionally, whether or not they choose to be with us or not with us, or with somebody else, or in an open relationship, or in anything that it is that they choose. We love freely as long as it is okay with us and it is a resounding yes, right? Because we're not going to compromise ourselves and our self-worth, values, what we want to experience. We're not going to compromise that for somebody else. We're open to hear people's needs and requests and desires, but it is okay to walk away if it doesn't serve your purpose. So I hope that this is helpful, because this is something that I am experiencing a lot with people I work with, is finding love not just in romantic relationships, but also in situations such as, I do work with teens as well. So for them, it's in situations in school settings, which makes me so sad. But self-love is the best way to get to love in any other avenues or venues or areas in your life to be reflected back to you. And I mentioned about the affirmations, and then Meditation series as well are really good. Like YouTube has many free things, how to increase your self-worth, how to give yourself self-love, how to release of guilt and shame, because usually guilt and shame about situations or experiences that we had in our previous or in our past holds us and prevents us from self-loving ourselves. And it's just so much more. And please, I so love all your questions and your encouragement and all these things that you bring forth to work on together. I am so grateful. Also, I want to give my love to you, to all my viewers. I know my son sometimes still says, Mommy, you only have 34 subscribers, but it is okay. I am so grateful that I have 34, because as a dear friend of mine once said, everyone started with, or everyone had 34 at some point too. So why would I be so different and not have 34? So again, sending you my love and my gratitude. Have a blessed rest of your week. And if you like this video, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you want to hear more. And if there's any other topics that you wanted to talk about together, I would be more than happy to. I always love receiving those messages and those DMs, and I will see you next time.